Hi, this is going to be the last webcam update that I probably will be doing because the amount of effort and I guess stress that goes into making these just isn't really paying off. It started out as something I was only doing because people really asked me to. I enjoy doing it well enough, but it takes a lot of time and effort to kind of think out. And people liked it and asked me to do more, so I did because it was an easy way to connect with an audience or some form of readership. And if there's no audience or nobody listening, there's really no point in speaking because I can just think that and it's all in there. But before I go, I figure that it would be appropriate to give one last update on what's going on for right now, because I don't want it to be an entirely bad thing. It's actually pretty good for the most part. And pretty much where I'm at right now is I have finished writing The Pilgrimage. I've edited it 3 times over. I'm going to do it a 4th time. The book is about 94 pages, 30,000 words, and I'm really happy with the quality of it, but I don't see it getting published anytime soon because of the length. And that's basically it. I mean, I reread some of it today and it was some of the best stuff I've ever written. I'm really happy with it. But in the end, it's not about quality today. I mean, I realize it's always been a very superficial market, literature, but more so today, I believe, than it really ever has been in a lot of cases. And I plan on putting it out on my own eventually. Or just holding on to it until one of my other books gets picked up by an agent, and that'll kind of just be a bundle deal with The Pilgrimage. But for right now, I don't have the money to release it myself. I can hardly afford to live in some cases, and so I'm done with that for the most part. Not completely, but for the time being, it's as done as I need it to be. And I've sent to test readers. The feedback's been pretty good. Actually, it's been completely positive, I guess. I mean, there's been the typical responses, where it's like, but overall, I'm happy with it in any case. And I'm about 60 pages into my next book, Confessions of a Hopeful Romantic, which is going to be the first of 2 volumes I plan on doing, at least in the near future. And basically what that is it started out as a book of poetry I was going to do when I was having a very high school time, my senior year, and I kind of came to terms with the fact that I can't write poetry and there's no point in writing it. I was even going to make it free to begin with, but it's just not really worth putting out a whole book of that because it's hard enough to fit 3 or 4 passages of prose or of verse into a prose book. So I just don't find it worth my time, and especially not worth the reader's time to make. And so I reformatted that into a comic that I'm sure at least one of you's read. But in the end, that wasn't working out either because I can't draw that well. And honestly, I just didn't feel like it was working out. It was sort of a Scott Pilgrim type thing with a little bit of Garfield or something. Very comic strip. Self-loathing sort of thing. Whereas looking at the world and seeing how that sucks, but you suck too. It's one of those sort of catch on my messages. And so I decided to turn it into a book. And for now, I'm just going to write both of those and see where those take me. I'm also working on a film right now with a few other people. And I wrote the script, but the idea wasn't exactly mine. There's a lot of my own stuff in it, but it was a collaborative project. I'm also working on a web series with the same people that will hopefully start up this coming fall, I guess, is when we hope to get things off the ground. But right now we're focusing on the movie, and I'm mainly focusing on both volumes of Confessions. So I mean, I guess that's it. I'll probably update this whenever I have anything to update, but for the time being, there just isn't enough of a reason for me to. So that's it.